Since the dawn of recorded time, man has debated what came first, the chicken or the egg. The same debate has raged throughout the record stores, radio stations, and chat rooms of rock and roll over the origins of classic album covers, essentially asking who wore it best. The band Boston, through the immense talent of Tom Scholz and Brad Delp, have inspired countless artists to release an endless catalog of songs and albums. Relax and enjoy our look back at some of the many albums that have directly borrowed, copied, and stolen from Boston's classic debut album artwork. We start with The Face That Launched 1,000 Ships. Released on August 25, 1976. The artwork for Boston's debut album features the striking and iconic image that has become synonymous with the band. The classic cover artwork features a fleet of upside-down guitar-shaped spaceships, with the sound holes emitting blue flames and the guitar neck serving as the tail section. The spaceships are depicted fleeing an exploding planet Earth. The band's name appears prominently across the front of the lead spacecraft. The album's artwork was designed by visual artist Paul Schurz. Artist Roger Huisson illustrated the cover, and Gerard Huerta provided the lettering for this classic album cover. Next and released on October 15, 1976 was Electric Light Orchestra's album, a new world record whose album artwork features the band's logo incorporated into a round space station hovering over a cityscape. The iconic ELO logo was first used on this album and appears on most of the band's subsequent releases. The album's cover artwork was designed by award-winning artist John Koch. Next, released on April 4, 1977 was the Ian Gillan Band's album, Clear Air Turbulence, that features the striking image of a black and yellow striped spaceship over a blue sky and clouds. The album's cover artwork was masterfully crafted by British artist and science fiction illustrator Christopher Foss. Next, released on October 3, 1977. Electric Light Orchestra's Out of the Blue is their second album to feature the Koch-designed ELO logo. The album's cover artwork features a large spaceship with the ELO logo that's similar to the space station in Stanley Kubrick's 1968 film, 2001, A Space Odyssey. The cover was designed by Ria Lewerke and the illustration was by artist Shizuya Nagaoka. Next, released on April 28, 1978. Brian Bennett's album, Voyage, A Journey into Discoid Funk. The eye-catching cover artwork offers a brightly primary-colored spacecraft in red and yellow over a starfield background. The album artwork was created by illustrator Roy Simpson. Next, released on August 2, 1978. Boston is back with their second album, Don't Look Back. The upside-down guitar spaceship hovers over an alien landscape of crystalline structures. The cover artwork was painted by Gary Norman. Norman's artwork was later copied and used as the design inspiration for the Atari Space Invaders video game packaging. Norman's original Don't Look Back painting was sold at heritage auctions for $81,250 in 2021. Next, released in April 1979. From the Yugoslavian psychedelic space rock band Zebra came the album Kazu de Tarkov J.E. Red that features a spaceship in the form of a zebra flying through space. The album's cover design and illustration was created by Vladeta Andrić. Next, released on June 1, 1979. Electric Light Orchestra's album Discovery. The album's cover photo features a depiction of Aladdin holding ELO's neon spaceship and gazing inquisitively. The album's back cover photo features actor Brad Garrett, dressed in Middle Eastern clothes and turban, appearing as the menacing palace guard who is drawing his scimitar. The album artwork was designed by Norman Moore and Paul Gross with photography by Jim Shea. Next was the October 1979 release of Chuck Berry's album Rocket. The album's cover depicted Berry's signature Gibson guitar orbiting a blue planet. The album's artwork was designed by Bob D. Frin and the cover illustration was created by Don Brodegum. Next, released on February 29, 1980. Journey's album Departure. Features the band's scarab logo with wings flying through space above a blue planet with a yellow ring. The cover artwork was designed by Jim Welch. The illustration was created by Alton Kelly, with typography by Stanley Mouse. Next, released on July 20, 1981 was Journey's classic album Escape, featuring cover art design by Jim Welch and an illustration by Stanley Mouse. Much like Boston's album Don't Look Back, the success of Journey's departure led to an Atari 2600 game called Journey Escape, where players guide the band to the Scarab spaceship. Also released in 1981. Flying Saucer's album Some Like It Hot features a jukebox in the shape of a spaceship over a space background. The album's artwork was created by David Larkham and the Cream Group. Next, released on September 21, 1982. Petra's album More Power to Ya. That features a guitar-shaped spaceship prepping for takeoff on a long runway. The cover artwork was created by Randy Rogers. Next, released in January 1983. Quartz album, Against All Odds. Album's cover features a large mothership launching 3 small fighter craft and hovering over a blue planet. The album's cover artwork was created by Gary Underhill. Next, released on October 28, 1985. ZZ Top's album Afterburner features album cover artwork that depicts the ZZ Top Eliminator coupe represented as a shuttle orbiting the Earth with headlights on and thruster rockets firing. Barry E. Jackson created the artwork for the cover of the album, and Jerry McManus was responsible for the art direction and design. Next, released on December 10, 1985. Blue Oyster Cult's album Club Ninja featured a front cover artwork of a spaceship docking at a space station over a starfield, and the back cover artwork features a chrome space warrior throwing a shuriken. The album's artwork was designed and illustrated by Don Ivan Punchatz. Next, released on September 24, 1986. Boston's third album, Third Stage, features cover artwork of a large mothership intercepting with the Boston-logoed guitar-shaped spaceship over a blue planet. The album artwork was illustrated by John Sollozzo. Also released in September 1986. Petra's album Back to the Street features cover artwork of a translucent guitar-shaped spaceship hovering over a city scene. The album's artwork was created by Dave and Randy Rogers. Next, released on December 1, 1992. Journey's Box Set Time 3 features the band's iconic scarab logo on the surface of an alien planet. The album artwork and design were created by Jim Welch with illustration by Stanley Mouse. Next, released on June 7, 1994. Boston's fourth album, Walk On, again features their iconic spaceship logo, which is depicted as crashing into a barren planet, signifying a sense of impact or arrival on a new world. The album's cover art was designed by Andy Engel and illustrated by Michael Bryan. Next, released on June 3, 1997. Boston's Greatest Hits album features the guitar-shaped spaceship flying low over a planet with turquoise rocks and a turquoise tower of 3 female figures. The backside shows a personification of New York City rising from the sea. The album's cover artwork was illustrated by Peter Bollinger. Next, released on June 12, 2001. Electric Light Orchestra's album Zoom features a new design of the ELO spaceship with an illustration by Oliver Burston. Christine Wilson and Nancy Donald provided art direction for the cover. Next, released on May 21, 2002. Star One's album Space Metal features a spaceship hovering over a blue planet scanning a floating landmass and moon in the distance. The cover artwork was painted by Vincent Dyfate. Next, released on August 27, 2002. Boston's album Corporate America features the guitar-shaped spaceship descending toward Earth with a starscape background. The album's cover artwork was created by Daryl Hirschler. Next, released on October 8, 2012. Mr. Blue Sky, the very best of Electric Light Orchestra, featuring the return of the classic ELO spaceship hovering over a planet with blue skies. The album's artwork was designed and illustrated by Ryan Corey. Next, released on April 19, 2013. Electric Light Orchestra's live album features their ELO spaceship flying in a cloud field toward a blue planet. The album's artwork was designed and illustrated by Ryan Corey. Next, released on December 3, 2013. Boston's album, Life, Love, and Hope, features the iconic Boston guitar-shaped spaceship flying through space. The album's cover artwork was created by Darvin Atchison. Next, released on November 13, 2015. Electric Light Orchestra's album Alone in the Universe Features the ELO mothership hovering over a green planet and a lone human watching the events. The cover artwork was illustrated by Ryan Corey. Next, released on November 17, 2017. Jeff Lynne's ELO album, Wembley or Bust. Featured an image of the ELO mothership hovering over Wembley Stadium. The album's artwork was created by Ryan Corey. Next, released on November 1, 2019. Jeff Lynne's ELO album, From Out of Nowhere, provides a more detailed example of his classic ELO spaceship logo on a dark blue space background. The album's artwork was created by Ryan Corey. All of these bands, and possibly thousands more, have been influenced by Boston's classic debut album cover artwork. However, it can be argued that the start of it all was spawned by the release of Mothership Connection, the fourth album by the American funk band fronted by George Clinton, Parliament, released on December 15, 1975 on Casablanca Records. Boston's debut album came out 254 days after Parliament's Mothership Connection, and it is unknown if Tom Scholz was aware of George Clinton's funk band before the creation of Boston's album artwork. Looking even earlier, and possibly responsible for inseminating the idea of space travel into them all, is the classic Star Trek-inspired April 1967 release of Leonard Nimoy's album, Mr. Spock's Music from Outer Space, with cover artwork that has been suggested as being the inspiration to many of the albums on this list. What are your thoughts on the classic cover on Boston's 1976 debut album? Was it truly the inspiration to the album covers on this list, or is it all coincidence? Please like and subscribe for more exciting brief histories. And you can watch this additional informative video right now.